Greetings and a very warm welcome to this week's Sunday Sadhana, your ultimate Hindu magazine program on SABC2. Our lineup today is truly inspirational, so sit back and prepare to be spiritually charged. First up, we join local Reiki master Kasturi Gaundan during a Reiki session. And then we visit members of the Sarva Dharma Ashram in Walbirakt for an opening of their new prayer hall. Chakra energy healing is a concept from Ayurveda in Hinduism and is associated with the health of the body, mind and soul. When the chakras are in balance, it is believed the connection between the person and the universal life force is enhanced. This ancient form of energy healing has grown extensively, and today we join local Reiki master Kasturi Gaundan to learn more about healing through chakras.
I have been involved with Reiki for the last 10 years now. I have been using Reiki for myself personally. I have been using it as a therapy to help other people. And eventually I went on to teaching Reiki to others, and I have not looked back. Usually when a client or a patient comes in, what happens first is to gain a little bit of a rapport with the person, to know a little bit about them and probably see what they may be needing in their lives at that point in time. There are various methods we can use. I use what is called a pendulum. I use it above each chakra, checking whether it is open or whether it is working. And stemming from that, I would make a mental note of where the problems lie, and then I would use my hands to do the hands-on healing using Reiki. When we find that a particular chakra for that person is blocked, then what we would do is psychic surgery. It's where we would scoop out the energy that's causing the blockage, and thereafter we fill it with lots of Reiki healing energy in order to balance out the energy system. This may seem like a very simple process, but we have started the process of healing that can continue for days and weeks after the person has left us. Chakras are, according to Sanskrit, energy centers, wheels, or spiritual vortexes. In other words, they actually allow energy to enter the physical body, or energy comes out through these vortexes. So it's a vital center in the sense that it connects the energies coming from the outside to our physical body. Many of us are able to relate to our physical bodies because that is what our eyes can see. But beyond this physical body, surrounding ourselves, is what we call the aura. So when energy comes into our body, it has to filter through the auric layers and then enter the physical body. And it enters the physical body through the chakras. Getting closer to nature really does help to balance out our chakras because it gets us closer to Mother Earth, and Mother Earth gives us the Shakti energy that we bring into our physical body when we're using Reiki. We also bring in the Shiva energy from above us. So it's the heaven and the earth energy that meets in our body and helps to revitalize every single chakra of ours. I think also what is important when it comes to balancing out our chakras and keeping them open would be our positive attitude to life, living in an attitude of gratitude. So the more and more we feel happy about the little blessings that we have in life, the more open our chakras remain. Ideally, a vegetarian diet would help to keep your energy flowing at its optimum level. It is a very spiritual process, and it helps with your overall self-transformation. It transforms you totally. You are never the same person again. It becomes a way of life.
Framed by a mountainous horizon, the Sarva Dharma Ashram of Walviduct, south of Durban, is an oasis of strength to the poor and suffering in the area. Members of the ashram recently opened a brand new prayer hall for the growing number of devotees, and Sunday Sadhana was there to capture highlights of this noble venture.
Sarva Dharma Ashram started off here in a very humble way, tending to the individual development, people's individual development. And as the community got more involved in it, it started to play a more effective role in humanitarian work. It is also recommended that each and every one of us move towards the ideal of selflessness. Selflessness is about serving without any selfish or even unselfish motives. But this realization of self is impossible when we are faced with social challenges and individual needs being unmet or unfulfilled. So it is very important that we cater for the needs of people first. And this is what Sarva Dharma Ashram has always aspired to do.
Our vision is mainly with the children. This is what we want to do is, every year we pick up the kids from the streets. We make sure that they have their papers and things ready, and we enroll them into school. We make sure they get the school fees, the uniforms, the books, and everything. And every year that at least 2,500 children are empowered by the ashram. We are opening a new bhajan hall. It's a 2-floor bhajan hall for the whole community to enjoy. They love singing the bhajans and chanting.
It's a very momentous occasion for the ashram because this ashram grew from a very small beginning to what it is today. And for this community and what the ashram does, this is really a very, very great day.
We are conducting the Havan to invoke the presence of God, and at the same time asking God for His blessings that everything continues as it is here at Sarva Dharma Ashram.
We're putting up the building, so we need the energy. We have to thank you for providing us to build the hall. So that is the first step that we do the Havan. We have the pyramid, which is the highlight of the ashram. It's a 6 by 6 meter wide pyramid, and it's going quite high, I think. According to the structure, the pyramid structure, it is built, and it's done out of glass, so that it will draw the energy from the solar system of God into the bhajan hall. That is the highlight of our ashram today, that we have a pyramid that can give energy not only to the people that come and sit, but the whole environment. It's a plain and simple Sarva Dharma where we embrace everyone.
Swami's vision has always been, I think, to uplift the community in whatever way is possible.
So it has taken that role function and selflessly serving the community.
So whether you're a Christian, Muslim, Hindu, you could just come and be part and parcel of the organization. When they leave this ashram, they must leave with values that they want to empower other people. And then from there, we can grow a chain of good people.
And eventually we become better people and make this a better world to live in.
Thank you for sharing your time with us today. We hope that we have left you spiritually inspired. But before we bid you farewell, we'd like to remind you of this pious verse from the Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Nourish the celestial controllers with selfless service, and they will nourish you. Thus, nourishing one another, you shall attain the supreme goal. Until next week, Jai Shri Krishna.